Hello, Melt Team. I wanted to do a short video before tomorrow to get you ready for our foot treatment with the large softball. I had mine here somewhere, but here it is. Large softball. We're going to do a foot treatment. Keep your hand out for the numbers on the foot handy as we do this. If I forgot to send you one or you just can't find it, let me know. I'll email you another one. But I also want to mention to you about your camera angle. Hopefully you can get it set up to where, let me move back to where I can see you. I don't need to see your upper body. I only need to see your feet. So if you'll see me, I'm stepping closer to mine. And so hopefully you'll be able to have enough room where you are that you can do um, put the computer, if that's the camera you're using, close enough to your feet where I can see them. Now, if you need to do this seated, let me show you a couple of things. While we go through our sequence, and it's better to sit on a chair that's not quite so cushy as this one, but it'll still work. You know, we do position point pressing like we did with the hands. And so we're going to use the ball. And if you need to, you can use your hands to lean in to that foot to do compression. Remember, we want to find that tolerable compression, and we go through all the numbers for the knuckles, the heel. We'll go over all that tomorrow, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on some of these items in case you need to do it seated. So after we do the position points, we always glide, and we'll start it at position point number 5. And we want to get some compression there, and then we're going to glide. And like I said earlier, I think it's important to get the compression you need. It doesn't have to be hard. It has to just be consistent. You may need to lean in to that leg a little bit and press down. After the glide, we work it back to number 5 and we shear. And remember, it's like this wiggling. You'll hear me tomorrow. I'll say that the shearing is I'm gonna not spoil it for tomorrow. I'll tell you what shearing is, but again, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on that leg to push down on that foot. I think the most difficult one will be the rinse. So after we shear, we wait. And then for the rinse, you're just going to have to pull that ball back, and we're going to press down and rinse from the top of the foot through the heel. And remember, we only rinse in one direction. So then we're going to pull that ball back and go to the next knuckle and rinse. Pull the ball back and rinse. So you can see it's relatively easy to do it seated. I just wanted to give you a heads up so you can be thinking about this tomorrow as far as camera placement and how you could do it seated. Now, the last thing we do, remember, after we rinse is friction. See, a little more difficult seated. But all you want to do is just rub it around, no compression, just rub it around the whole foot. And that's kind of how you do it seated. So if you need to tomorrow, make sure that you do it where you're safe. If you do it standing, you can do it where you can hold on to something. You don't have to balance the whole time. So, Um, I think we're going to have a great class tomorrow, and I will be on Zoom by 10:15 to answer any questions you may have, whether it's about fitness, about melt, whatever. But I hope to see you tomorrow.